Okay, this is the second part of my JBL Spinner BT video. Hey, how you doing up there? Once again, playing a beat-up record. Now, purchased some speakers since I last had the video up. Got the Wharfdale Lytton 85ths, so that's pretty exciting. Still got the Denon PMA 1600NE. I'm using the internal phono preamp right now. Okay. Sorry about the shaking. So, what have I changed? I got a new platter. I'm now running the just a PVC. I think it's called a acrylic. PVC platter, flat plastic. I can show you. It's not that difficult to do. Just something like that, guy. Just thought I'd try something different. Does it sound better? Hard to say. Thought I'd give it a try. I got a new head shell here because I was trying to find one that's compatible. I will put the details in the comments, but that's an LB Gear head shell. It is a bit smaller when you compare the size to the stock. We can bring that down here. But, and don't diss me because that cartridge, the head shell looks crooked. It centered on 2 null points, so I think it's good. I don't think it's a perfect match, but if you're listening to the music, I think you can tell it sounds pretty decent. What else have I done? Oh, I was bored and bought some hockey pucks. Probably not the best isolators. Honestly, these floors don't vibrate much, so I'm not sure that that's necessary. And as I've said before, I think the feet are a pretty good feature on this. I believe the plinth is made out of MDF. I've heard some people say it's plastic. I don't believe that's to be the case. It does have a plastic fascia on the front. Feels plastic. Yeah, but that's fine. In terms of sound, I think the LP Gear cartridge, which is actually that's an AT95E cartridge. See if I can get that to focus. Ooh, with an LP Gear replacement stylus. Anyways, I think it sounds better than the 3600. Yeah. Sounds a little crisper, as it were. I think the sound of the Denon internal preamp is a little better than the stock internal. I still don't think the stock internal one is terrible. Somebody in my last video had comments about hooking up the Bluetooth. If I recall, you have to... Well, somewhere in my previous video I have comments about how you can get the Bluetooth to start pairing. But the main thing is people seem to forget to do is to hit the power button, the speed control button on the front. So you turn it on and then you hit the speed control button and then it'll start flashing blue back here and you can try to pair. I don't have anything to pair it to right now. I don't feel like hooking up a soundbar. This Denon is very basic, which is kind of one of the reasons that I bought it. I mean, it does have a internal DAC. It does have USB input to optical inputs. I don't recall if it has a coaxial input, but it doesn't have a subwoofer out. Doesn't have a lot of, no Bluetooth, obviously. It's kind of a real straightforward integrated amplifier. I got it on a huge sale. Retails for like $2,000. I got it for $1,100 from Safe and Sound. So that was nice. This is my Lab 440, which right now needs a doctor. Need to replace the RCA cables. They have bit the dust, and so I'll eventually probably enlist my brother-in-law to help out with that. As far as the Wharfdales, yeah, they're pretty sweet. I think we're still kind of breaking them in. Probably got about 5 or 10 hours on them, not a ton yet. CD player down here is a Denon DCD 900NE. I think this thing sounds freaking amazing. Running a Weem puck streamer, and I do have my TV that is too high optical out into the Denon. So I scratched. I would say one thing about the JBL Spinner BT is that you gotta be careful. You don't want to scratch your lid. I'm a dust cover, so I sort of did that. I tried using a magic eraser. Oh, that was a bad idea. Don't ever do that. So I got this cool rubber sole sticker to put on top of it to mask that. Right now, I moved the turntable over here in the center, so it's further away from the speakers. However, that leaves me less clearance to actually open up the dust cover. So right now I just have the hinges off of it, and I set it on top of it when I want it there. Let's see. Yeah, as far as things that I liked about this turntable, I did like the feet. Well, first of all, it was the style. Absolutely love the style. Like the color, just like the look of it. Thought it looked pretty badass. I know that's real superficial of me, but hey, what are you gonna do? I really like the feet on it. I don't think I need those pucks. It's just an experiment. But they're kind of self-leveling, and I think they take up a lot of vibration. It has a speed sensor on it. Yeah, I like that part of it. It has a auto stop at the end. That's cool. It's got an actual tone arm lever. It has RCA plugs that you can disconnect. It has an internal preamp. These are the reasons that I got one. You read the Reddit posts, everybody's all about the Fluence. Hey, that's fine. I'm sure Fluence makes a great product. This one has a spin dial for the anti-skate. Some of those turntables out there have the fishing line filament. I don't want to screw around with that. It's a pain enough ass to align a cartridge and to set the counterweight appropriately, and I just didn't want to mess with that. So anyway, so far I would say, again, I'll put the model number. This other head shell seems to be working. Is smaller. The AT95E sounds good. I think it's a good pairing. Yeah, so I think that's about it for today. I know some of you asked for a follow-up. I can't complain. I mean, this isn't a $1,000 turntable, right? I still do think it's overpriced at $399, and sometimes when you have vacation, you're sitting around the house and you're anxious for something to happen, you may make a purchase that is ill-advised because you want to play with the new toy. And I probably should have waited for this to go on sale. My hope is that it does go on sale. The reason I think it's overpriced at $399 is, the cartridge, the 3600. I don't think it's appropriate for this. I mean, if it just had something like this AT95 on, I'd feel a lot better about the price. But I think $299 for what you get, for the features, for the Bluetooth, which
most of us don't like, but honestly some people want. It adds cost onto it, and I think it's fairly well implemented, but again, I haven't tested it out yet. So we'll talk later, folks. Don't really have anything else I feel like I should update on today. Hope everybody's doing well. February 2nd, Groundhog's Day. Looks like winter is coming to an end, hopefully, if that groundhog is in a lion SOB. Anyways, take care. Peace out. Bye.